Okay, I've made some upgrades to the allocator application I've been working on. The main extra feature is that of the allocator login, basically the batch office login, giving the batch office additional functionality, essentially giving it the ability to do a lot of really cool stuff. Now let's log into the driver app first. I'm suggesting that the drivers actually save their password. You'll notice that I already have an entry down the bottom there, and I'm able to delete it. Now that delete function is only available for each driver's own record. They can't go delete anybody else's, so it's unique only to them. So they get a delete button next to their entry. Now pretend I just got back to the plant. I tap that button there. So I'm back, and we look down the bottom, and there I'm back again. We will notice that it's logged me back in, with the current time. So as the drivers return back to plant, they tap on back at plant, and they'll just get added to the bottom of the list, and basically I'll get moved up, and as we go, as more drivers come in and more get loaded. Now the next truck to get loaded is 956. Right, so let's go through the motions of getting him loaded, hey, and see what happens. Over to the allocator we'll go. Temporary password, I think I've got in as Big Man. Log in. Yay. Right, see up the top there, we've got allocator functions. You have additional capabilities to manage entries. Away go. Let's see how we go. The first thing you'll notice is that every entry has a delete button next to it. I think you might find one or two occasions where you may need to delete an entry for whatever reason. So the facility is there for all the trucks. Okay, right at the top we've got truck number 56. So that's the next truck to get loaded. Right at the top. So all we do is tap on the actual truck number in blue there. Just give that a tap. After ticketing the load, and then some magic happens. A little box pops up asking you to select which lane you'd like the truck to go to. Right, so give another tap on 356, and up it goes, and we select what we're going to select. We'll select lane 1. There you go. Right, and then now we've got lane 1 next to it, and what you'll also notice is that the time is actually updated to the actual time that you've allocated the job to it. The moment you've selected the lane for it. So then, okay, you could ticket another job, right? And obviously the next one in the queue is 357, and we select lane 2 for it. Now look over on the left hand copy of the application, the driver one, and you'll see that whatever you do in the batching office will get seen immediately on the driver's app. Copy of the application. When you get into the top spot, that driver has to be on the ball with radio on. He's ear glued to it, and like ready to rock, essentially, sort of thing. So everyone else, everyone knows, going to know who's following who. There's not going to be that commotion. Who's following who's second, who's first, who's up who, and who's paying. Right now. The next truck comes to load, but let's just assume that you don't want to load here. We don't want to load 60, right? For whatever reason, I don't know. You don't want to load him, but you don't want to get rid of him either. You're going to leave him there. So we're going to go down for whatever reason, and we're going to load 62, right? Down here, right? So basically, what happens is we're going to tap on 62, right? Now we're going to select lane 2 for it, right? For or lane 1. We'll go lane 1, right? 62. Now, it doesn't go because lane 1 goes to the top, and lane 2 goes second. It doesn't work like that. The way it works is that the first one to get basically called up, so that was the 433, that's at the top, followed by the 435, regardless of what lane they got selected to. Right, so then what happens is, like, you can have a truck under the plant. You can call another truck up. If you're under the pump, you want to make sure that they're ready. Okay, so 57 is under the plant. Okay, 60. You want to call him up. Okay, you can call 60, right? 60, we're going to go lane 2, right? Call him up anyway, no worries. Now what's going to happen is, right, like that truck disappears, that truck's already out of the plant, it doesn't matter, right? Essentially, you know, this is basically to get the trucks up and ready to go. So you can choose to call them up, like you know, while one's still on the plant, or you can wait a bit. You know, at the bare minimum, you can have the driver, whoever's at the top of the list, you know, if those 2 lanes, just say, those 2 trucks get loaded, and just say you're not loading any more trucks, like for an hour or whatever, you can go delete, you know, and delete on those 2 trucks, right? They're gone. No one's loading, right? Then you got 961 at the top. Well, you know, he just might get on the radio and say, well, hey, roughly how long have I got till I get a load? And basically, yeah, everyone knows what's going on, right? And you know, as I said, whatever happens on one screen gets transferred across to the other. You know, and then basically, look, we fire up half an hour later, right? 61's gone up the figure street, it gets up in the week, bugger, let's go to 63, you know what I mean? And get 63 going, I'm going to lane 1, you know? You know, and 61 still not turning up, bugger, let's go 65, you go lane 2, bang, away you go, right? At least everyone knows what's going on, you know? You know, if you know, like I said, if you want to delete someone, you can delete someone if you need to. Now, over the other side, if I happen to do something stupid like, you know, go push that tap back to plan again, obviously I've got 429 there, I'll tap it again, all that's going to happen, date the time to the current time. You know what I mean? What's that? Now I can integrate other features to it, like for login. You know, I could integrate it with, you know, David's you know, QR code login, so that basically as soon as they QR in the morning, right, it automatically logs them into this, right, and it logs their arrival time. I'll leave that for the moment. I don't want to get too technical, right? I think this is more than enough to get it started. Now, in the mornings, what I'm suggesting is you're going to have no trucks. So in the mornings, I'm suggesting is like, you know, whatever trucks you ended up with left of the night, you know, you go through and we delete them all, right? You know, top stuff, so we end up with nothing. Now, in the morning, I suggest is when they arrive, so basically they come in, they sign in, right? And they're in them, but they've got their phone in their hand anyway. You then right out, and but you set straight away, right out. The moment they've signed in, you know, they can tap their at plant, and you'll get them in the order that the trucks arrive. You know, they'll integrate the system that way if that's what you want to do. Not sure how you want to do it, but I can automate that with the QR code check-in if you so desire. But for the moment, I think that's pretty sweet. I think it's pretty idiot-proof. It's simple. I think, and all the drivers, I think, will really appreciate it. I certainly will, because I'll be straight up with you. I just can't handle the radio all day. Like, you know, and sometimes look, I'm not having a go at anyone, but a couple of the bashers in there or a couple of people in the office have cracked the shits when drivers keep asking, you know, who am I following, right, or trying to get acknowledged. You know what I mean? I can see both sides. You guys are under the pump. The driver's worried about if he doesn't get acknowledged about his arrival back at plant, does he get skipped? Well, I've been skipped a couple of times over the last week. It happens. You know, you guys got a lot on your plate, but I think that could save a lot of issues, a lot of dramas, and I think it's pretty cool, and I think I should sell it to Boral. Anyway, that's another story. All right. Yeah, I just look. I can't go implementing this. Look, I'm sure I could implement the driver's side with the guys, but essentially, you know, I need your guys' support. You know, and you guys look. I didn't do it. I don't need credit for it. I don't give a fuck at all about credit or anything like that. I don't mind thinking. I don't need a pat in the back. Well, I'm looking for some peace. You know what I mean? You know, and get things done smoothly. At the end of the day is, you know, there's nothing in it for me if things don't run smoothly. You know, for me, I'm stress less, and yeah, it's what I'm all about. End of story.